So everybody has a tennis ball. I'm just going to show you. We're going to be hydrating the base of the skull, okay, and closer to the ear. That's where the sternocleidomastoid, that's a muscle that comes across the collarbone and into your top of your sternum. That creates a lot of tension and it can throw the back as well. So what we're going to do is, if we're doing the right side, you grab the ball with your right side and then interlace your hands and it'll go right around there, okay? So we're going to lay on our back. We're going to start on the ball. Your Pilates ball is going to be right in your midsection. Your glutes are off the floor. Good morning, everyone. So put the ball right in the middle, in your low back, right on your low back. Your glutes are off the floor. And then grab the tennis ball in your right hand for now. Just massage your midsection here and your low back. Let it be soft and therapeutic. And just shimmy your hips right and left. We're trying to create a little hydration in the spine. You can also do a little circle, like a jumping a rope over the ball in both directions. And notice the sensations, what comes up in your body. And whatever comes up, that's where you need to focus your breath and radiate a light in there, so you're getting an understanding of where you are inside of your body. Good. And now lift your hips, take the ball right over your hips, open your feet wide, and then shimmy right and left. Feel free to stay in one place if it feels good. And try to get the four corners, the right glute, the tailbone, the left glute, and the top of your hip. Good. And now the ball is in your right hand. Interlace, take the ball right behind your right ear to the base of your skull, and now interlace your hands. And then turn your nose right and left. Keep the pressure. Turn your nose right and left as those fibers get a little massage and hydration, and we're resetting the back body here. When you turn your nose to the left, the ball goes towards your cervical spine. And then to the right, behind your ear and your jawline, your mandible. From time to time, as you're resetting, you're moving your hips to create a connection and reset any pull tissue. And if you find a spot that feels good, you can just stay there and let it sink in. And then move the ball to the left. Grab it with your left hand. Interlace your hands and now turn your nose right and left. And you might notice one side is definitely feeling different. Maybe you find a pressure point. Don't be surprised if you'll get some radiating sensation through the temporalis, even behind your eyes. And then circle your Pilates ball. Good. And now take the ball right between your two hands, right at the center of your skull, right at the base of your center of your skull. And now just cross over right and left. It's very little. And then hula hoop your hips. Connect the two balls. Move your tennis ball and now scoot your hips all the way down until your glutes are on the floor. And now take your hands behind your head. You're right between your shoulder blades, and then open your heart on the inhale, any amount. Expand the chest. And when you get fatigued, you might come up to give yourself a little break. Inhale, open, and if it feels good, stay here. Even if your elbows don't touch the floor, visualize your elbows pulling to the right and to the left from your sternum. Slowly come up, lift your glutes off the floor and rock and roll up and down. It's little, little. Excellent. Release it. Come off the ball. And then lay on your back. Notice how that feels. Open your arms in a T position. Drop your knees to the right. Take your right ankle over your left knee. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor. Be gentle. You're pressing your outer knee very softly. We're not trying to go to 100. It's like 10%. But your breath is 100%. Circle your right ankle. And then slowly come up. And release. Drop your knees to the left. Left ankle over the right knee, soft. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly come back center. Hug your knees to your chest. Massage your low back and your hips. Good. Find your band around outside of your feet, right below the balls of your feet. And now we're going to do abductions. You're going to move, grounding the opposite hip. You're going to move from the outer heel, outer knee, and outer hip. So your knee doesn't fall to the right or to the left. You're staying upright the whole time. Your toes are facing forward. Inhale, ground your left hip. Hands are in upside down V. Ground your sacrum in the middle. Lift your right foot and kick it, the leg to the right. Don't lose your left hip. Keep breathing here. You're diving all the way to the bone. Hug muscle to bone. Keep your left hip grounded for 3, 2, 1. Come back home and release. You want to go beyond your comfort zone. Sometimes you might even feel a little nauseous because you're releasing a lot of lactic acid. Inhale, ground your right hip. Sacrum on the floor, lift your left foot, kick it to the left. Keep breathing, ground the right hip. Oh, yes, you're going beyond your comfort zone. Keep pushing. 4. Breathe. 3. If you're shaking, you're doing it right. 2, 1, come back home and release. So there's a lot of stability, but also a lot of mobility. It's like you're putting braces and resetting all the dormant areas. Inhale. Left hip grounded. Lift your right foot slightly off the floor. Open to the right, slow. Notice which side feels a little weaker. That's where you hug muscle to bone and shine a brighter light. Keep kicking out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back home, rest. Inhale, ground your right hip. Lift your left foot, inhale. Exhale, travel to the left. Don't lose your right hip, keep going for 4. Woo. Breathe 3. Breathe 2. 1. Come back home. In case you didn't realize, your core is working. Take a moment, unload the tension. Inhale. Ground your left hip, pelvic floor in and up. Lift your right leg, kick it out to the right. Breathe here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back home and rest. Last one, inhale, ground your right hip, pelvic floor in and up, like you're squeezing your Pilates ball. Lift your left leg, kick it to the left. Keep going. 5, 4, breathe 3, 2, 1. Come back and shake it off. Shake, shake, shake. Massage your SI joint. Press the right upper glute and the left upper glute. Good. Now find your Pilates ball. Fingers are off the ball and crush the ball. Depress the shoulders down. And now visualize, as you're pulling the band, visualize you have 2 sandbags, 1 on each leg. Spread your toes and now lift your sandbags to 90 degrees. Crush the ball, inhale, sacrum on the floor. And now pull the band with your legs and now bend the elbows and bring the ball towards your chest, but don't touch. Crush the ball. Lengthen and pull the band. Use your abductors for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in. Extend your arms. Drop your legs with control. Take a little rest. Unload that tension. Inhale. Crush the ball. Squeeze your inner thighs. Press your sacrum. Find your sandbags. Lift your legs. There's a little resistance with the band. Pull. Breathe here. Push the band. Pull, 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 pull. Bend the elbows towards your chest. Keep breathing. Now lift your shoulders off the floor and gaze up. That's a possibility. Lift your chin. 5, 4, core galore. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up. Extend your arms. Bring your legs in. Go down slow. Don't lose your low back. Take a little rest. Shake it off side to side. Inhale, last one. Lift, crush the ball. Find your sacrum on the floor, spread your toes. With control, lift your legs slow as you pull the band a little bit. Stay here. Shoulders depressed. Chin is up. Open the band, bend your elbows. Lift your chest, gaze up. You're on your sacrum. Keep breathing for 5. Shoulders away from your ears for 3. Breathe 2. And 1. Ooh, release it and rest. Oh my goodness. Shake it off side to side. All right. Rest on your right side of the body or the side that you can see me. And now make a little pillow with your hand. Bend your bottom leg and then extend your top leg. Front lower ribs doing a little crunch here. Top fingertips in front of you, and now you're gonna use those big glute muscles. Kick your leg back. Extension. Front lower ribs are in. Keep breathing. Close your eyes and feel those glutes diving into your bone. Lift your chest up for 5. Kick, kick, kick for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in. And now kick your leg forward. Use those hip flexors. Lift your leg hip height. Lengthen your tailbone. Lift your chin up for 4, 3, 2. Go further than you think you should. And then slowly come back in. Inhale. Those glutes are active. Keep your hips steady. Front lower ribs steady. Fingertips on the floor. Inhale. And I exhale. Use those big glute muscles. Extension. Don't go too fast because then you're going to compensate. Start from your bones, inside of those deep layers of your glutes. Front lower ribs in. Keep going. Breathe. Lift your leg up a little bit. Further away from the floor. Kick it back a little more for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in with control. Kick it forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick the leg down towards the floor in front of you and then lift it up. Kick it down like you're squeezing that Pilates ball. Hold it here. Extend your bottom leg and now scissor your legs. Bring that bottom leg, lengthen your tailbone, lift your chest up. Scissor those legs. Lengthen your tailbone, front lower ribs are in. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release and take a little rest. Good job. Slowly come back up. We'll go to the other side. Make a little pillow. Bend your bottom leg. Front lower ribs are in. Inhale. Lift your leg to hip height. And now without moving your thoracic spine and your hips, kick the leg with your deep glute muscles. Notice which side feels more controlled. Hollow your belly. Dive a little deeper. From the bone out. All those deep layers of your tissue. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in. Inhale. And now kick it forward. Use those hip flexors. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back with control. Inhale. Exhale, extension. Lift your chest, frontal ribs in. Breathe here. Hug muscle to bone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in. Kick it forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick your top leg down, extend your bottom leg, and now scissor your legs. Ooh. Lengthen your tailbone. Core is active. Lift that bottom leg up a little more. Yes. Keep breathing. Notice where you challenge. Shine your light in there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and let it go. Oh my gosh. All right. Get rid of the band. Come up, find your little tennis ball, Pilates ball. Stay on the left side. Left forearm on the floor. Open your heart. Breathe and lift your back ribs. So we're going to floss the spine now. Great mobility. And then exhale, extend your leg behind you, ball on the floor. And then bend your right knee, the top knee to the floor. Gaze towards your left elbow. And lift your back ribs towards the ceiling. Take advantage of the beautiful opening here. Inhale, open your heart. Breathe and lift. Lift your chest, lift your back ribs. Exhale, take it behind you. Cross over, ball on the floor. Depress the shoulder and now push the right heel away from your body and now drop your right knee. Doesn't have to touch and gaze towards your left elbow. Lift your back ribs. Slowly come up. Inhale. Now listen. Reach the ball towards your foot. Use the oblique muscles. And then bring the knees together. Lift up. Cross, cross, cross. Lift up. Cross, cross and cross. Extend. Cross, cross and cross. Now turn your fingers, left fingers away from your body. Push the floor and come up. Use the oblique muscles. Drop your forearm. Inhale. Okay, now I don't want to see you like collapsing like a 700-pound teddy bear, right? Control with your muscles. Push and squeeze. Shoulders away from your ear. Use your pelvic floor, your core, your glutes, your shoulders to come down. Yes. Here we are. Inhale. Knees together. Exhale, lift and use those obliques. Lift your chest. You can smile. It's free. Inhale. Exhale, slow. Feel what comes on every step of the way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your top leg behind you. Take the ball to your left hand and now reach forward. Stretch it out. Right hand behind you, left hand forward. Lengthen your hips back. Slowly come back. Release it. Let's get a stretch to that right leg. You can extend your left leg in front of you if you wish, and then just give your right knee a little hug here. Hollow your belly. Elbow hooking over your knee and lift your chest up. Now listen, look at your right outer knee. Imagine an arrow going all the way down to your sit bone, to pull that sit bone down. Yeah. And lift your spine tall. And find the ease, even your hands. You created this frame, and now you're melting into that frame. The power is your, the power is your breath. There's a softness in your mannerism. As you're grounding your right hip down, you're lifting your spine tall. Slowly release it. Let it go. Now listen, before we go to the other side, if you want to use your chair, you can, but now your right leg is behind you and your left leg is in. You're going to squeeze your inner thigh. We need to create healthy knees. And to create healthy knees, we have to stress them in a good way. And also, creating that pressure also creates elongation and gets rid of the stiffness in your knee. So if you need your chair, I'll show you. You're going to squeeze you in like an accordion in to come up. You can even put just your fingertips. And then lower down. You might need a chair, you might not. Okay? So here we are. Lift and squeeze your glutes in. And then going back, like I said, the chair can be a great help to allow you to really surrender into that movement. Left leg in, right leg out. Inhale. A few times with the chair will allow you to get off the chair if you need it. Don't underestimate the power of that chair. Squeeze in. Even if you can do it, it's really nice to notice how the fibers act differently when you have the chair. Squeeze, lift up. Breathe. And now when you're going down, maybe just one finger on the chair and go down, 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 down. Vicken, you don't have to go all the way down, Mama. You can put the ball under your glutes, so at least you're going halfway. Less is more. See, you can just come down like that with the ball, yeah. And then lift up. Your light is your knees. Put a lot of light in your knees. Squeeze your inner knees. When you're coming up, squeeze those knees in, and I go back, lots of light on those quad muscles as well, and then release. Okay, last time. Inhale, don't be too heavy on the ball, Vic. Use your own strength. Squeeze the inner thighs and come up, up, and up. And then go slowly down, slowly down. What comes up, that's where you shine your light. Very nice. Excellent. Get rid of it. Come to the other side. So we are on the right side now. Ball in your left hand. Inhale, open your heart. Lift your chest. Lift your back ribs like you're doing a back bend here. Exhale, reach. Push the heel out of your way. Now drop your left knee and gaze towards your right elbow. Lift, elevate your back ribs to the ceiling. Breathe in there. Inhale, open your heart. Lift your chest. Good. Exhale. Push the heel, drop your knee, gaze over the right elbow, and lift your back ribs to the ceiling. Visualize you have a cylinder. That thoracic spine is expanded in all directions. Inhale. Open your heart. Lift your back ribs. Yeah. Last time. Exhale, reach. Bend that knee. Where do you feel this? That's where you breathe and shine your light. Slowly come up. Lift up, here we go. Reach the ball towards your foot, lift your chest up. Use those obliques, your knee is in front of you, not up. And then, yes, and then reach knees together. Like a little back bend, round the top part. Inhale, squeeze the top part, use those obliques, lift your chest, gaze forward, not down. Yes, exhale, round. Inhale, squeeze. Look at your right hand, turn your right fingers away from your body. Now push and come up. Reach, 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 reach. And then bend your elbow and come up. Widen your collarbone, inhale. Exhale, push the floor, lift. Breathe in here, use those obliques, don't be afraid. Engage your bottom glute. And lower. Last time, lift and hold it here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release it. Very nice. Get rid of the ball. Left leg comes over the right, extend your right leg. Right elbow, lift your spine tall, hook your elbow to your knee, move your belly out of the way, and then that arrow outside of your left knee towards your left sit bone. Relax your shoulders. Once you created the frame, you're trying to soften the edges here. Your breath is long. And the changes are very gradual and soft. You keep on pulling that left outer knee to the left sit bone down, and then your spine grows taller. Slowly release it. Take your left leg behind you. Bend your right leg in. Maybe you're on the Pilates ball. Maybe you have your chair. Squeeze your inner thighs. You can sit on the ball as well. If you have one knee that is a little wonky, it feels nice to sit on the ball as well. Again, even if you know you can do it, I love to experience something different in my body. You're constantly trying to shine a light into different neurons in your body. Inhale, squeeze your inner thighs. Maybe your finger is on the chair. Squeeze the inner thighs to lift up. Where you feel the stiffness, breathe into that. I'm sitting on the ball. I don't think you can see me. I have a ball behind me. Inhale. Exhale. Lower, lower, lower. So Cindy, you see how you're favoring your right side? Use the table, the chair if you need to help you. Find your train tracks from the hip bones. Okay, you're coming in a straight line. If you're shifting right and left, you're compensating. So the chair will help you. Inhale, squeeze your inner thighs. Find your headlights, come up. Squeeze your inner thighs like you're squeezing a ball. And then go back in the same train. Lower, lower, better, 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 better. Yes, inhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, squeeze and come up. Now squeeze your knees towards one another. And then slowly lower, 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 and lower. Beautiful. Get rid of everything. And now we're going to come up. We need our weights. And your chair. Right leg on the floor, left leg on the chair. Look at your left heel. Align it with the arch of your right leg. Rest your left arm on your thigh, lengthen your tailbone, and our right hand has a weight. Some of you can use 2 weights, it's up to you, okay? Biceps, inhale, lift your chest up, lengthen your tailbone. Your low back, I will repeat, your low back is not in the equation. Your glutes are stabilizing you. And our biceps, bend, 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 lower halfway. Bend, micro bend in your right knee. Bend, lift your elbow, lower halfway. Bend, bend, bend. Lift your elbow a little. Release. Bend, bend, bend. Lift your elbow. Release. 2 more. Bend, bend, bend. Lift your elbow. Front lower ribs are in. Release. Bend, bend, bend. Lift your elbow and release. Take all the way down. 1 weight. Lean over to the left. Open your chest like you're doing a warrior 2, a small one, and now open abduction. Lift. And now squeeze like you're pressing a big ball to your thigh. Lift and hold. Lower. Micro bend in your right knee. Lift and hold. Gaze to the left. Bring your hand all the way towards your left knee. Take it to the right and lower. With control. Lift and hold. To the left. Open and lower. Lift and hold. To the left. Open and lower. Turn your right foot towards your chair now. Make sure that you balance good. And now lean forward, maybe 2 weights in your hand, maybe. All right, inhale. Bend the elbow. Extend it behind you. Bend the elbow, lower down to the chair. Core, glutes active. Bend the elbow, pull, elbow in. Extend the arm. Bend the elbow, lower. Bend the elbow, extend. Bend, lower. Lift and hold, extend. Bend, lower. 1 more. Lift and hold, extend. Bend and lower. Excellent. Slowly come back in. Turn your right foot out again. You're in that little position. Now we're going to come up the elevator. It's coming from your scapula. Okay? From your shoulder blades. Bring your weights together. Lengthen your tailbone. And now lift up, 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 all the way to your chin. And now open all the way down. Pause. Use your own muscle strength. Lift and hold. Lift and lengthen your tailbone. Lower slow. Lift and hold. Listen. Open your arms in cactus. And now push over your head. We don't do enough of overhead. That's important. Stay straight. Just elevate up to the ceiling. Shoulders to your ears. And then depress the shoulders. Lift up, 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 up. And depress the shoulders. 2 more. Lift up, 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 up. And depress. Lift up, 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 up. And depress. Cactus your arms. Drop your forearms forward and then lift it up. Notice what's working. Do not flare your front ribs. Lower internal rotation and lift. Awesome. 2 more. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Little lift and push down. Lift little and down. It's 1 inch. Lift. Everything in your body is active. Lift. Lower. Last one. Lift. Lower. And rest. Take the weights to your chair. Take your right elbow, cross it. Right arm, cross it. And now depress the right shoulder backwards. Bend your knees a little. Yeah. Pull the right shoulder. Keep breathing. Take the arm over your head. Pull the elbow and depress the right shoulder down. Slowly release it, shoulder roll. Left. Cross it over. Pull the left shoulder up. Bend your knees a little. Good. Bend the left elbow. Pull the elbow up and depress the left shoulder down. Slowly release. Okay. Take your chair the other way. Left foot forward, right leg sideways. Align your heel with your inner arch. Lean over the right thigh. Lengthen your tailbone. 1 or 2 weights. Lower your hand, inhale. Lift, lift, hold. Lift your elbow up. Lower down. Bend, bend and bend. Glutes active. Lift your elbow. Extend. Lift, lift, lift. Lift your elbow. Release. Bend, bend, bend. Lift the elbow. Release. Bend, bend, bend. Lift your elbow. Release. 1 more. Bend, bend, bend. Lift your elbow and release. Slowly lower down. 1 weight in your hand. Inhale, widen your collarbone. Glutes are active. Lift your left arm up. Squeeze the ball outside your thigh. Lift and hold. Micro bending your left knee. Lower with control. Lift and hold. Lower. Okay, lift and hold. Take it to the right. Draw the right hip back. Open and lower. Lift and hold. Keep it high. Take it to the right. Open. Lower. Last one. Lift and hold. To the right. Open and lower. All right, 1 or 2 weights. Turn towards your chair. Make sure your legs are wide enough so you feel stable. Right forearm on your elbow. On your thigh. Inhale, weights on the chair. And now pull and bend the elbow. And then extend it behind you. Core active, chest forward. Widen your collarbone, bend the elbow and lower down. Pull and hold. Frontal ribs in, extend your arm. Bend the elbow, lower. Bend the elbow, extend. Bend, lower. Pull, hold. Extend. Bend, lower. Bend, extend behind you. Bend. Last one. Pull and hold. Extend. Bend. And release. Excellent job, everyone. Sit on the chair. Woo! Open your legs in a V position. Now, interlace your hands if you can with your weights. Widen your collarbone. And now from the creases of your hips, you're coming down. We bulge the belly on the inhale and hold the breath when you go down to protect the low back. So inhale. And now exhale, lift up, in and over your head. Lower down, that zipper. Inhale, bulge your belly, hold your breath. Exhale, in and up. Okay, stay here or we're gonna add to that. Bend the elbows. Inhale, lift your hips off the floor. You're doing a little squat. Exhale, push up over your head. Inhale, bulge your belly, lower, don't touch. Exhale, glutes active, in and push. Don't do a back bend, your glutes are active. Bend the elbows, inhale, bulge your belly, hold your breath. Exhale, push and come up. Now you can bring your feet parallel, same idea, you can be on the chair. Lower your legs, inhale, bulge your belly, hold your breath, sit back. Exhale, push and come up. Inhale, bulge your belly, hold your breath, sit back. Widen your collarbones. Exhale, push through the heels, come up. Last one, inhale, bulge your belly, hold your breath, sit back. Lift your toes, lengthen your tailbone. Dig the heels, push and come up. Yay, yay, yay. Excellent job. Put the weights out of your way. Okay, now find your little chair. And now we're going to do a little stretch here. So, you're going to do like, make sure you have padding under your knee if you need it. You're on your right knee and then your left foot is on the chair, toes are facing forward. Bring your hands in front of you. Some of you can take your forearms on the block. Lengthen your sit bone back and lift your chest off the floor. Slowly come up. And now turn towards the chair. Grab your chair. And now bend your left knee and straighten your left knee. Bend your left knee and straighten your left knee. Bend, glutes active. When you bend your knees and you're shifting forward, your glutes active, you're getting a nice hip flexor on the right. And then backwards. Good. Slowly release it. And now take your left leg, if it's possible, we'll test it out. You're kind of like doing a little pigeon pose. Don't worry if the leg is crooked, it's okay. Okay, so my knee is a little crooked on there. And then walk your right leg back. Yep. And now bend your right knee and straighten your right knee. Bend your right knee, straighten your right knee. Bend your right knee, straighten. And now push the back of your seat. That gives you nice feedback. Glutes are active. And now bend your right knee a little. You can even go to the top of your right foot. Yeah. And now lift your hip points up. You're lifting your sternum up. Slowly release. Oh, sit on the left glute, right at the edge of the chair. Give your right leg a little massage quickly. And now you're gonna take your right leg all the way back, like you're doing a little lunge. You're on the top of your right foot. Yep. And now as if you're dragging your right foot forward, your glutes are active. When you get fatigued, just come in, drag your right foot. That's your recovery. And then exhale, take your leg back again, lift your chest. Glutes active. You can take your arm behind the chair to give you more support. Lengthen your tailbone. Drag your leg forward, release it. Come sit on the chair. Ooh. Give your legs a massage. Okay, side B. You have your right leg on the chair. You're on your left knee under a pad if you need it. And then you have a block in front of you as well. Right inner arch is on the chair. Walk your left knee to your comfort zone. And then you can either shift your weight forward and back, or you can come to your forearms on the block. Lift your chest off the floor, lengthen your hips backwards. There is space between your shoulder blades. Micro bending your right knee. Slowly come up. Turn your knee towards the chair and lift your toes up. Maybe the chair comes a little closer. Maybe you walk your right foot in more. And now bend your right knee. You get in a hip flexor stretch and then straighten. Glutes are active a little. Bend. Straighten. When you straighten, you energetically dragging the right heel towards your sit bone. And then find the right place for you. You might come upright with your fingertips, glutes active. And now slowly release the right leg. Come all the way up. Shake your hips a little. And I find a little pigeon on the chair. It doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe the knee goes towards the right corner of your chair, and I push the left leg back. Take the heels of your hands on the back of your chair. If that's difficult for you, you can sit on the chair and do figure 4. Okay? And I square your hips. Tuck your left toes under, glutes active, and lift your chest up. That's a beautiful stretch for your hip flexors. Lift up. And then bend your left knee. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the knee. Bring your left hip forward. Lift your chest up. Lower. And exhale, push. Slowly release. Drag your foot in. And now you're going to sit on the right corner with your right leg. Give your left leg a little massage. Good. Lean forward. Walk the left leg back. Top of your foot on the floor. And as if you're dragging the left knee forward. Glutes active. Lift your hip points up. Up. You're almost leaning back rather than forward. And then when you're tired, come forward with your chest and drag your left foot forward. Take a little rest. Inhale. Lean, take your leg back. Lift your chest and drag that knee forward. Try to relax the right knee behind the right knee. And keep dragging the left knee energetically forward. Slowly release it, come forward, shake it off. Oh my goodness. Okay, find your tennis ball. And now you're gonna put the tennis ball right around your right sit bone, somewhere along. Don't put it right on the tendon, but put it somewhere around it. Okay? Whew. And then all you're gonna do is tick-tock your right leg. Side to side. If it feels nervy, go around that little nervy to find a different spot. And then you go, oh my goodness, straight and slow and back. Straighten. Good. Tick-tock. Circle your ankle. And then take the ball to the lateral, right? At the edge of your IT band, if you took your 4 fingers and grabbed the outer thigh, okay, that's where your ball is going. And now you can take your left ankle over it and then just roll over the ball. Breathe. Maybe you stay in one spot that feels like needs attention. And then lower your left leg and take the ball towards the inner thigh somewhere. Ooh. Yeah, find that spot. And then you can drag the leg forward and back. Drag the leg forward, little circles. Tick-tock. And then rock and roll. Cross fiber here. Release it. And now we're going to go right behind the knee, above the knee, like we did earlier. Just turn your leg the other way. Okay, turn your leg the other way. And then cross fiber. Put your hand on top of the thigh to secure the ball. And now you just tick-tock. Yeah, your left foot is on the floor, Vicky. Just easy. Left foot is bent. Yeah. And then tick-tock your right leg. Tick-tock, put your hand on right above the ball there. Especially on the lateral. There are some pressure points there. Breathe into it. Circle your ankle. And now you can go across that thigh to the inner. Good. Release it. Come to your seat. Find on the left side, right around the sit bone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Each side is so different. And then tick-tock your leg. Notice that this side is different. Always go slow in the beginning until you figure it out. No surprises. Maybe some of you can feel it towards the inner groin, the inner glute. There's a lot going on in there. So on this side, I feel that. So I'm going to just stay there. Maybe you bend and straighten. Try to release any pulling. Sometimes maybe your neck needs a release because of what you're doing, that's the back line. You turn your nose right and left. Okay, take the ball to the lateral. Ooh, yes. Right leg over the left, tick-tock. Notice what you feel. Connect that all the way to your SI joint, to your spine. Wiggle your hips a little bit. And then bring the ball towards the inside of your thigh. You can take your hands over there and then you can tick-tock your leg. In, ooh, in, push. And if you feel a good spot, stay, do whatever you need to do. Excellent. Take it off. We're gonna take the left thigh over the edge of the chair and take the ball right behind your knee, lateral. Take your hands over the ball and then tick-tock, right and left. Press the ball. Ooh, yeah, you might find a pressure point, you might stay on it. Maybe you lift and lower your foot. Maybe you tick-tock your leg, and maybe you just stay still. You can also put your forearm on the right above that ball to get more pressure on it. And then the ball doesn't have to move. You can just roll over the ball. You're pinning the ball. Those are just different options for you. I can tell this is something I found a good spot that needs more attention. So that will be my homework. Ooh. Okay, now go to the inner, cross, 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 cross. If you feel a little pull in your low back, wiggle your hips. Excellent. Release it. And now come down to the floor. Move the chair out of your way. And now find your Pilates ball. Your left arm is going to go to probably 11 o'clock. The ball is going to go right under your pecs, okay, towards the crease of your arm. I don't know if you need a block, but put a block just in case you need it. And now listen, we're going to put the tennis ball is just an option. You can put the tennis ball under your left thigh somewhere, but make sure it's not taking over, maybe towards the, right below the crease of your thigh and further lateral towards the left. And then resting here. You could take a block for your head. That might take away from the ball, but just explore. Breathe in here. Once in a while, stick your tushy in and out to release any tissue that needs attention. Scoot your left knee further back so the front of your thigh is elongated. And every time you're breathing, you're poking the ball. And as time passes, you're trying to relax your joints, your knees, your shoulders. Now listen, you're gonna come up, move the tennis ball, and I put the Pilates ball right on the left side, crossing your crease of your thigh. Okay? You're right on the left side, below your belly, below your belly. You're on the left side, yeah? Walk your right knee further back. And now interlace your hands and now roll over the front of your hip. All the way towards the edge and come back. Glutes slightly active. Rock and roll. You're not on your belly. You can go further up with your chest to go to the front of your thigh and down. Up and down. And then also towards your pubic bone, across your low belly. This helps to open your low back. Excellent. And now find the block Stay wherever you are and rest on the block. Slide your left arm under. So you're now just on the left side of your hip. Top leg in front of you, bottom leg behind you. Top leg forward, bottom leg back. You're right on the hip, yeah? Try to put pressure on the hip bone because there are many attachments in there, and that's a good place to release. Stick your tushy in and out. Good. Slowly roll over to the side. Move the ball out of your way. Ah, so good. All right, side B. Find your ball, tennis ball in your hand. Right arm goes to about 1 o'clock. Find that ball right across. Top leg bends. Walk your right leg back. Walk your right leg as far back as you can. Some of you could benefit from a block for now. Maybe you don't need the block for your head. You can just rest down. And then lift your right hip and find the ball right below the crease of your thigh, further to the right. Scoot your right knee back. Use your breath. Okay, slowly come up. Get rid of your tennis ball and take that right ball right across the crease of your thigh. Interlace your hands. Tuck your right toes under, rock and roll, up and down, up and down. Stay low below your belly button. Roll towards the lateral, the right side of your hip. Glutes slightly active. And then find your block for a pillow. Slide your right arm underneath you. And now sink into that ball. Visualize the ball is opening your low back. You're doming your body to open your low back here. Stick your tushy in and out. You've done a lot of beautiful work. Now your hips should be a little more open and maybe tissue that is ready to be released. Do like a little hula hoop in your hip. Slowly roll out of the ball, come to your back. Find your tennis ball under the left side of your sacrum, the low hip, over the hip, and take your left ankle over the right. Heel toe your right foot to the right, and now shift your hips to the right and to the left. Drop your left knee down towards the floor, maybe more than you think you should, and then come back up. Pull the knee out, 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 and down. When you pull your knee away, you might release some tissue around those tendons. Pull and feel. And go towards your lower glutes. There's a lot of tissue closer to your tailbone and towards your sit bones that don't really get addressed. Go slow now, put more pressure on the ball. Okay, release it. And now go to the other side. Right ankle over the left, put the ball there, walk your left foot to the left. Rock and roll, drop the knee out, away from your hip. Circle your ankle. And then eventually try to get closer to your inner glute and towards your sit bone. Release it. Take the ball now on your low back on the left side. And then just shimmy your hips to the right, take the ball to the left, and come back to your spine. Give it a little push, drop your glutes down, any amount. Lift your glutes, shimmy your hips to the right, the ball goes to the left. Come back in and push the ball down. Take it to the right, do the same thing. Excellent. Release. Lay on your back. Stretch your legs out. Beautiful work today. Lots of important work. As always, stability, mobility, myofascial release keeps your body healthy and helps us to have a very nice, healthy, long life and sustainable. This is something you can do when you're 85 years old, 90 years old. But you have to start early. Bend your knees. Come up to a seat, please. Sit nice and tall. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Thank you for being here. I wish you a wonderful Tuesday. I hope you feel great. Please make sure you drink some water just to flush out any leftover toxins and hydrate your body. Thank you. See you soon.